In today's news, Demoy Hodge lands a two-way deal with the Lakers after going undrafted. NBA goal still alive. ESHS graduates 177 students. The fourth BVIOC Free Sports Festival to feature BVI heritage dancers. LOVEJOY of USA wins the 2023 CAREY OLSEN TORTOLA. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
To lead.
Everyone, it is Friday, June 23rd, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the perseverance and resilience of 177 graduates from the Elmore Stout High School were celebrated during a momentous graduation ceremony held at the multipurpose sports complex in Roadtown this week. Salutatorian Desiree Maynard marked the moment as a celebration for the graduating class.
With the power and authority of God's word, I stand before you today filled with immense pride and gratitude as the salutatorian of the remarkable class of 2023. To our dignitaries, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty and staff, parents, family, and well-wishers, I say welcome. Welcome to the most awaited event of the year, the graduation and liberation of the Elmore Stout High School class of 2023.
Several dignified speakers applauded the graduates for their unwavering spirit in the face of numerous challenges, including natural disasters and, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley shared a moment of reflection with the graduates on the occasion.
My dear graduates, class of 2023, 27 years ago, I sat where you are sitting, and I know it has been a long and bumpy road, but you have made it. You have successfully completed your course of study, and you are standing in winner's row. You have a lot to celebrate, and every iota of the pride you feel is hard-earned and well-deserved. Relish in your moment. Many times in the past, I am sure there were instances when the challenges seemed too enormous to overcome. It is human to feel doubt, but I'm also sure that looking back today on those intimidating moments, you would say that they were not as scary and insurmountable that they felt at the time. And that is true. Your success today proves that.
Minister De Castro addressed the graduating class, acknowledging the extraordinary resilience they had demonstrated throughout their high school journey.
Your high school years have been a testament to the power of resilience and the unwavering spirit that resides within each one of you. Let us reflect. In 2017, right before you began your high school journey, nature unleashed its fury in the form of the August floods and then hurricanes Irma and Maria. and change the course of your high school experience forever. These Category 5 monsters descended upon our islands, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. The familiar landscapes we once knew were transformed into scenes of destruction and disrepair. It was a time of catastrophe and fear, a time when dreams seemed distant and hope felt fragile. Yet, from the midst of this chaos, a remarkable spirit emerged. The indomitable strength of the Virgin Islands community was evident as neighbors became family and strangers became friends. Together, we rebuilt, brick by brick and heart by heart. We turned tragedy into triumph and disrepair into determination. Through it all, you, the graduating class of 2023, stood tall amidst the wreckage. You refused to let the storms define you. Instead, you channeled your resilience and determination to rebuild not only your lives, but also the foundations of your education. You proved that adversity could not extinguish the flame of knowledge burning within you.
Principal Vanessa Garraway echoed Minister DeCastro's sentiments, emphasizing the arduous path the students had traveled to reach graduation. Despite these many obstacles, the graduates demonstrated remarkable perseverance and proved their ability to overcome the toughest of the challenges. Garraway also acknowledged the crucial role played by the parents in supporting their children and ensuring their success.
I am honored to stand before you to salute the graduating class this afternoon. ESHS class of 2023, you have made it. Your journey to this point has been a challenging one, filled with many difficulties that were not anticipated. Floods, hurricanes, a pandemic, online schooling, shift system, half-day school, all tested your resilience and determination. But through it all, you have persevered, and today you have proven you are capable of overcoming the toughest obstacles. I must highlight that out of the top 10 positions in this territory, ESHS class of 2023 holds 8 of them. We have positions 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. I must acknowledge the importance of the support of the parents and families in ensuring you made it to this point. To the government of the Virgin Islands and the Ministry of Education and the wider community, I applaud you for your contributions, which have enabled this class and ESHS to reach this milestone.
During the ceremony, Principal Garraway paid tribute to Miss Karima Forbes, a beloved educator who recently passed away.
As we celebrate the culmination of the academic life of this class, we are doing so without one of our stalwart educators who has impacted them at some point in their life. Miss Karima Forbes was hardworking, dedicated, loving, and she was always looking out for her students, especially those of House 1 and student support. No matter what health issues she was struggling with at a particular time, she still found time to fuss over her students and to encourage them to move on. To honor her memory and celebrate her life, I ask that you stand for a moment of silence.
Victorian Aninya Mead commended her fellow graduates for their resilience in overcoming unprecedented challenges and urged her peers to go forth and demonstrate their capabilities, leaving an indelible mark on our society.
Let it never be said that the Elmore Stout High School's class of 2023 is not full of hard workers and champions. I know it was not easy, and I know there were times when we just wanted to give up and call it quits. However, we still pushed on and we still succeeded. To my graduating colleagues, if no one has told you this yet, then let me be the first. I believe that all of you are winners and that all of you are meant for great things. You've already proven that you have what it takes to overcome whatever obstacles that come your way, and that in itself is something to be proud of.
Among the 177 graduates, 81 achieved high honors. Additionally, 8 graduates were ranked among the top 10 students in the territory-wide rankings. Congratulations to each of the students graduating in this particular graduation. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
VI Motors is having a major auto sale on all parts. What? Come on out to our Dust Bottoms location on Friday the 30th of June from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. to enjoy 20% off all filters, including filters that are compatible with Kenworth tractors, Mack, and excavators. Get major discounts on tires. And yes, we even have tires for forklifts, big discounts on tools, batteries, generators, car accessories, lubricants, and much more parts and supplies. This is VI Motors' way of saying thank you for all your support over the years. So come on now to VI Motors on Friday, June 30th from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock and enjoy some great music, great food, and great giveaways, all while you capitalize on our massive auto parts sale. See you there. Yes!
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us. Local Demoy Hodge has signed a 2-way contract with the Los Angeles Lakers after going undrafted in the 2023 NBA drafts on Thursday evening. The deal will allow for Hodge to simultaneously be rostered on the Lakers NBA team and its G League affiliate, therefore keeping his NBA goal alive. Our Kamal Haynes has this report.
The big night has finally arrived, where the decision will be made as to where Demoy Hodge will end up. But a rising star, once successful, will become the first BVI lander to make it to the NBA. Well, I came out to the multi-purpose sports complex where the VI Recreation Trust is hosting a watch party to capture the historic moment. But here's what we captured on the night.
Demoy really reserves a special place in my heart. Being that, you know, he played in the Chicago basketball leagues representing the 2nd District King Garden Bay for many years as a youngster from, I think, the age of 10, from about 10 to 12. Actually, in his last tournament, he turned 30. Yeah, so you can say from the age of about 10 to 13. And he was outstanding. And, you know, seeing him through the years, knowing him through the years, he's really into basketball. He gives his heart and soul to basketball. And to hear now that, you know, he has a possibility, a chance of being drafted in the NBA, man, that's just special. That's special. When it comes to Demoy Hodge, right, what we actually did was we organized tournaments and leagues that he was able to showcase his skills in. So he got a chance to develop his skills in, how shall we say, in a systematic whistle kind of game, where we're not just talking about street ball, but in organized basketball. So that's where I came in as the president of the Chicago Basketball Club, organizing leagues and tournaments so that he was able to, along with other kids from King Gadway's area and other places, of course. But yes, definitely give him a chance to showcase his skills in an organized setting. Well, when you talk about inspire, okay, let me just say that it'll be like a dream for me. It might be, of course, it'll be a dream for him, but it'll be a dream for me to see that through the program has been able to showcase somebody who I could sit down and look at on TV playing in the NBA. Man, that'll be awesome. Just for me. Of course, it will give those young persons, the young ballers around the place here, an opportunity to dream big. You see what I'm saying? Because they might be able to say, well, you know something? If Demoy from this small little territory of about 30,000+ people could make it to the NBA, then I have a chance. And so they would want to play more and more basketball. It's because the basketball club would probably be a bit more instrumental in providing, training and games for these young people. Yeah, I think it would be awesome. It would be awesome.
But before I speak on what it does for the territory, I'd like to speak on what it does for other young men. It gives them hope to work hard, just like Demoy, to achieve his goal, so that they in turn might achieve their goal also. But for the territory, it put us more on the map to know that from a small country like ours, we have this kind of talent, so that other people, other coaches will come down and explore us and see what they could find on the basketball avenue. I'm into softball. I was hired by the sports, youth affairs and sport division when they used to do the after-school program with softball. So I was in charge of the Kingambe area. We never had a field down there, but he would always come on the court to practice. But his passion was always basketball, and I'm happy to know that he pursued his passion through education and hard work.
And what advice would you give Demoy once successful in the NBA draft?
Keep his head on and work hard, continue to work hard and make himself, his family and the country proud.
Man, this is a historic moment. I think everybody in the BVI wants to see this guy make it, So even though I'm tired, I'm gonna stick around to see what happens, and hopefully something good happens. I know he has been working hard over the years, and it would be so amazing to see somebody from the BVI, first time ever make it to the NBA. Hard work pays off, Like I said, this guy's been working hard for years and years and years, through injuries and all of that, and to see him persist through all of that and reach to where he is now and about to make history. Anything is possible if you work hard.
What Demoy is about to do is historic, so I think it will only be fitting for the community to come together and to root in solidarity for what he's about to achieve. To be honest, I just want him to get into the league, man, because I know that he deserves to be there. He worked hard, he showed dedication, persistence, and his trajectory probably, he's probably on path to where he should be. So he's going to be a league player, no doubt about it. By the end of the night, I'm a Laker fan, but I don't know where it's going to end up. I believe that we have to highlight our athletes across sports. Having them up and highlighting them in that fashion, they serve as living aspirations for others who want to aspire to become athletes, professional athletes on a collegiate level. So we want to show that so that the next generation could see that being an athlete is a great thing, because at the end of the day they become ambassadors for the country, and it's very important. So we want to showcase that at every opportunity.
Following the news that Demoy had landed a deal with Lakers, the question of what is a two-way contract in the NBA was raised by many. To provide clarity, the NBA introduced two-way contracts in 2017 as a means of helping undrafted players secure deals with NBA teams. According to one report, the two-way contract was introduced to benefit undrafted players who do not make the cut in the NBA draft and enables teams to keep these players on retainer without having to sign to a full-time contract. But the report said, and I quote, "Players drafted during the first or second round of an NBA draft are also often signed to two-way contracts. Two-way players are often considered to be the 16th and 17th men. The players on the two-way contracts are eligible to play in 50 of their team's 82 regular season NBA games. When the contracts were initially introduced, players were limited to just 45 days with a team, which included practice and travel days." End quote. In the 2022 to 2023 season, Hodge enjoyed tremendous success at the Missouri Tigers, helping his team to one of their most successful campaigns in years. He finished second on the team with 14.7 points per game, while establishing a new school record with 91 steals, becoming the fifth Tiger to connect on 100 three-pointers in a single season. But Demoy's 91 steals surpassed the previous school record by 15 and ranked as the sixth most in SEC history.
Overall, he placed 4th nationally with 2.60 steals per game, 32nd with 2.86 triples per game, and 37th with a three-point clip of 40%. French basketball rising star Victor Wembanyama was drafted as the #1 overall pick by the San Antonio Spurs, while Alabama freshman standout Brandon Miller was selected by the Charlotte Hornets as the #2 pick, and Scoot Henderson #3 overall after being selected by the Portland Trail Blazers. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, up next we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
3 overall after Trail Blazers. Haynes. 3 overall after
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on the final leg of our newscast, residents are being encouraged to come out and participate in the BVI Olympic Committee's 4th free annual sports festival, which is scheduled to be held at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Grounds on Saturday, June 24th. Now, this event will commence from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. and will feature various sporting disciplines from the respective national federations. 284 Media caught up with athlete representative at the BVI Olympic Committee, Olympian Ashley Kelly, who said the festival is aimed at encouraging physical activity among residents, which aligns with the Olympic Day theme, Let's Move.
And we will be hosting 14 federations. So you have an opportunity to learn, move, and discover new sports. And this year's the Olympic Day theme is Let's Move. So we want to encourage individuals to really get out, move, and just take part in physical activity daily, okay?
Kelly also provided details on some of the activities that will be available to all the participants. She said the year's edition will feature for the very first time the BVI's heritage dancers.
Well, we have 14 disciplines this year, and range from archery, track and field, softball, squash, and is a load. I wish I could name all 14. But new this year, we have the introduction of cultural activities. So we will be welcoming Director of Culture, Dr. Catherine Smith, which will have our cultural dances, and she will also give a historical context to dance. And dance is also a part of physical movement, so we're excited that a part of the mission with the Olympic Day and the Olympic movement is to really help others discover and enhance and celebrate our culture.
Speaking on the educational aspect of the festival, Kelly said the subjects of anti-doping, health, and nutrition will also be featured.
So we'll also have anti-doping as well as health and nutrition seminars and interactive stations. So you will also see what athletes go through, what kind of parameters we have to abide by to be legal in the sport. And it will also help you to be aware of the steroids, the illegal substances that can be available and easily accessible nowadays days. And then also with health and nutrition, as we said before, we want to promote physical activity and just help to combat those diseases that we see so popular today without the use of medicine. So we want to provide alternatives, and health and nutrition education is one of those ways.
Now, as it pertains to the opportunities presented by the festival, the Olympian said similar initiatives have led in the past to the discovery of hidden talents within the...
Well, it gives us exposure. So we don't know what we're capable of unless we expose ourselves to. So there's no pressure. You can come out, you can have fun. And just like Kyron McMaster, our Commonwealth champion and national record holder in the 400 hurdles, he kind of was discovered here. He started as a high jumper and he started going over hurdles just as a part of the track and field. And he was recruited into doing hurdles. So you can be the next Kyron, and you don't have the pressure of being going into a specified sport. So it's really important, especially at that young age, to just be exposed to a variety of sports and seeing what you're good at.
Kelly encouraged residents to come out and support the activity and provided information on how to register for the free event.
So there will be a registration, however, it is free. So it's a great family event. So you can just come out anytime between 9 and 12, and you can have access to the different stations. However, we do have a 5-10K walk or run presented by Trident. So that will help it happen earlier in the day. Around 6:30 a.m. is registration here at the A.O. Shirley ground. It will also be held at our sister islands. So Joss Van Dyke and Virgin Gorda will also be taking part in the walk and run and Olympic Day festivities.
Spencer Lovejoy of the USA won the 2023 CAREY OLSEN TORTOLA Classic after defeating Pakistan's Mohammed Asim Khan 3-2 in the final at the TORTOLA Sports Club last Saturday. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this report.
Spencer Lovejoy, wearing the white shirt, had a great start in the first game, collecting 5 straight points after being up 3-2, taking that game 11-5. After a change of clothing, matching the color and also matching the energy seen by his opponent in the first game, Mohammed Asim Khan rebounded well in the second game, using his trademark backhand, striking the ball along the wall as he began to look much sharper on the court. After a nip and tuck end to the game, he snuck it 14-12 and leveled the match at 1-1. The third game was all Khan as he began to look like a strong favorite, taking the game 11-2 to go 2-1 up in the match. Lovejoy upped the pace and intensity in the fourth, and it paid dividends. He won 7 straight points to take the fourth 11-6 to force Game 5. Khan dominated the beginning half of the fifth with a 7-1 lead, but Lovejoy fought back, winning 6 straight points thanks to some brilliant moves and some unforced errors by Khan that saw the game being tied at 7-7. The two traded points until Khan held the match ball at 10-9, but Spencer saved it and then earned a match ball of his own, and Khan's trustworthy backhand drop let him down and found the tin to give Lovejoy the game 12-10 and the match 3-2 to be crowned the champion. Well, let's take a look at the final moments of that game. After the match, I caught up with Lovejoy, who described the victory as a big one.
It was a big win for me. This is my first win at this level, 10K tournament. So obviously a big achievement, and especially after such a tough match with a tough opponent, coming back in the 5th game, I'm really proud of the way I came back and just kept fighting. And, just focus on one point at a time and, fight till the very last point. And, I thought it could have gone either way today, but my mental strength and my fitness brought me through in the end.
He also commended Can for the intensity he showed to make the final a hard-fought one.
He played really well at the beginning of the 5th game. Again, I had a slow start, which I was struggling with a little bit, just mentally, feeling the effects of the hot weather. And then I just had to switch my mindset a little bit. I was giving him too many opportunities in the middle, and he's really good in the front. So I needed to play more to the back. I need to up the pace a little bit. And I just kept reminding myself that, I've done the work. I've done all the training. I'm strong. I can, and I just had the belief. So I just started one point at a time, and then he started to make a few errors, gave me a little bit more belief. And then, once it was 7-all, 8-all, it was anyone's game. So I just tried to make him work for every point, really. I didn't want to give him any easy points, and I didn't want to I didn't want to give him any errors. So that's what I did, and thankfully it was enough to win today.
Meanwhile, Can, despite losing, said it was a great final, and he congratulated Lovejoy for getting the better of him this time around.
It was a great final. I mean, it was 2-all, 5-settle game. I was leading like 7-1 in the 5th game, and I think Spencer was like getting tired. He was giving up, but I was like going for more. I was like more relaxed and going for more winners. I think that was the biggest mistake that he came back. I did like 4 or 5 mistakes after 7-1, so that was a bad idea. So yeah, that's why
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.